Just background noise.
You're a little loud, but nothing terrible.
Okay.
But it's like I can hear it doesn't even quite sound like there's a fan in the background, but just you know how sometimes you can just hear a room. I don't know if that sounds so stupid.
Yeah. No, for sure.
All right, we are technically live just for the.
Yep.
Before you get all your swears out.
All right, is that better, worse, or the same?
It's definitely better.
Am I too quiet?
Not at all. I hear you just fine.
Let's
all right.
See how that goes.
It is 9 o'clock. We are live. Shall we just jump right into the games? Then we can get Brian over here and move on for the night.
Absolutely.
That's really zoomed in. Let's get a little further at the map.
I mean, you're a handsome man. It's fine.
It's just not the vibe I'm going for. Oh, and I need to figure out here. I'm going to test this super quickly before it gets busy. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
If I share screen, not a Chrome tab. Let's go with a window. But I probably have to have the window open. So let's close this. Close that. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can't see anything anyways. Never mind. Nah, it's fine.
Do whatever you want.
We're
gonna see anything anyways.
Open this, and then this. Okay, if I do share audio. Find people at Radique Audio. Can you hear that? But mighty device delivers best-in-class range and clarity to your music and gives you 3 versatile modes with which to use it. First off, sorry, yes, you can hear that?
I could hear and see, yes.
Perfect. Okay. Then I will restart that and save it till later. Okay. I uploaded like a stinger for the very beginning of the episode, but the actual ad was too large, so we'll have to save it later.
Yeah. Fair.
Let's minimize that. It's up with Mega Man. It is just the 2 Canadians. It could be Canada today.
Canada for the win.
Don't need that open. Don't need that open. Don't need that open. I will open that. And then I think that can go over there. I think we're good. Let's get our game on, if you will.
If you will.
Will, I've got 2 games for you. I'm going to record in a second. Well, it's recording anyways right now, but essentially I'm just warming you up. I've got 2 different games for you. They're the exact same game, except for one of which is going to be based on Avatar: The Way of Water. So it's going to be all water-themed movies. And one is for this week, where we're going to talk about Christmas Chronicles. So it's all going to be Christmas, or more importantly, Santa-themed movies.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting that out of the way now so that when we actually start talking about it, I can just kind of do the preamble. So there's less time of me talking and more time of you playing the game.
Yep.
I do need 1 minute on the clock. Wherever I can find a stopwatch.
I need to remember my pass is readily available to me.
Yes. I'm also trying to not make it more of a fun game and less of a let's see if I can stump these fuckers. You know what I mean? Like just here's something.
The internet likes to know if they're better than other people, but they also like easy wins. So
sure. But I don't want to like set you guys up for fail every week either.
That's all good. I mean,
you know what? I can just use my phone.
Even if you don't set me up for fail, there's no guarantees that I won't just do it anyway.
All right.
Let me lube my mouth and then I'm ready to go.
Great. Lube up. Have those answers flow from you nice and easy.
Absolutely. All right, let's do this thing.
Let's do this. All right. Will, this week we're talking about Avatar: The Way of Water. And so I'm going to show you 10 different movies based on water themes, or at least take place in water. I'm going to get you to go through them. Don't forget, I'm just rambling. 1 second.
Wait a second.
What's happening?
All right, now I'm ready.
Nice. Will, this week we're talking about the Avatar Way of Water. So I've got 10 different movie themed around water that I'm going to show you. You've got 1 minute to guess as many of them as you can, and you can pass at any time. Let's jump right into it with the first movie clue. What movie is this?
Waterworld.
Excellent. What about this one?
Ooh, The Abyss?
That is correct. That's 2.
Oh, baby. Oh, Titanic?
That's 3. Well done.
Oh, I know it. I see it. I can't think of it. The storm?
Yeah, almost.
The big storm. The
Nope.
giant storm. The final storm. Pass the storm. Damn it, I knew that movie.
Yeah, you do. I know you do.
Way of Water?
So close. That's Avatar.
No. Shape of Water.
That's it. That's 4. Good job.
Jaws?
That's 5. 15 seconds.
Is brutal. Pass.
That's fair.
What the frick? Oh, pass.
Okay, fair.
I hate being on the spot.
Ow, and that's time. Well done, though. It is the River Wild. Well done. I wasn't sure if that one was going to stump you.
No, I knew it. I just can't think proper. That was
all right. Well, that's
well
the time, but let's show you the last one anyways, because you got to number 9, which is really good.
Oh, this is this Deep Blue Sea or something?
It is not Deep Blue Sea.
That's Samuel L. Jackson, though, right?
Correct. It's a terrible movie, but it's based off my favorite book of all time.
Oh, dang. I'm drawing a blank, though.
This one's Sphere.
Sphere. Okay. I've never seen it, but
don't.
Picture does
legitimately don't. But if you find the book in an airport sometime, go for it.
Right.
This is a volleyball.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Castaway. Sure.
Yep.
It was just like I was in the moment of speed that I just overcompensated.
It might not have been obvious enough that this one is animated.
Animated? Is this Finding Nemo?
It is. That's the but.
Holy crap.
It was really hard to find one that didn't have an orange fish in it.
Sure. Yeah, that's legit. That's legit. Okay. Nice.
And then this one, the one you stumbled on. Any guesses now that you're not on the spot?
The Storm. It's something Storm.
It is something Storm. I hate this movie. I mean, I was super disappointed with it.
It's a so-so movie. I mean, it's got Marky Mark.
I just remember
how good is it going to be?
Ironically, kind of like your argument or Brian's argument against.
Wonderful D gave it to me. Thank you, Wonderful D.
Yeah, well done, Wonderful D. Kind of like your guys' argument against Avatar, where like part of the reason you hate it is how successful it is. I hated this movie because it was all anybody would talk about for like 6 months about how great this movie was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they advertised it so hard as being like a true story, and everything after the first 6 minutes is completely fictional. And I'm just like, exactly, what the hell?
Yeah.
But yes, it is the perfect storm. Well done, D.
The perfect storm. All right. Well played. Right. I did better than I thought it would, actually. So thank you.
Hey, take the win. All right, game number 2.
I think Brian's gonna crush those, except for Finding Nemo. That one's tricky.
That one might be super hard. Like it's. I get it. Yeah.
No, but it's good. It's good to throw it in a zinger like that.
All right. This week.
Wait.
Oh, all right. Right. Christmas back.
There we go. Yep. Lube up.
Lube my mouth hole.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This week on our rating, we are talking about the Christmas Chronicles, and so I'm going to show you 10 different movie Santa Clauses. Tell me as many of them as you can. You can pass at any time, and we'll keep score. You've only got 1 minute to do so. Let's jump right into this. What movie is this?
The Santa Claus.
Easy. How about this one?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Very nice. That's 2 for 2.
Oh, no. This is the one that just came out.
Yes, it is.
This is with Chris Evans. Oh, there's no way I get this. Pass.
All right. I don't think it's Chris Evans.
Well, that's not Chris Evans, but he's in the movie. Oh, this is A Christmas Story?
That's correct for 3. How about this one? The big burly Santa Claus.
Jingle All the Way.
That's nice. I like that you got that.
What's this one called? Arthur's Christmas?
Nope.
No, what is this called? It's Netflix. It's such a good movie.
It's a great movie.
The Toy Builder. Pass. I hate that I'm passing on it. This is This is Elf.
That's Elf. Well done. I wasn't sure if you were going to get that in 3 seconds.
I don't know it passed. That's Arthur's. That's Arthur's.
Yes, that's Arthur. Well done. Well done. So that got 6. 6 of them. Well done.
So fast. Darn it. Okay.
I know. The problem is the software that I use clips it at like a minute 30. Like,
No,
it won't
100%.
make longer clips. If it could, I'd happily do this.
My brain just. That's Mel Gibson.
Sure is.
I know this movie too, but I don't know the name of it. I haven't seen it.
I didn't like it that much, but I'm curious to give it another try because I was watching it with somebody who hated it.
Oh, okay. Fair.
This one's called Fat Man.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then the last one on the list.
That's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Sure is.
Damn.
You got Elf. So this one, which you obviously knew, probably one of my favorite modern Christmas stories.
So good.
Oh, Brian's showing up already. This is Klaus.
Klaus. I knew. I was like, K. It's got K. It's K word. It's not Krampus. God, what is it? I mean,
good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Hey, fellas.
How's it going?
Here. Hi.
It's good. It's good.
How are you? We're doing great. Thanks for asking.
I didn't know if I was barging in early or not. I wasn't sure. My chat kept saying Dan's live. So
you came in we just finished up the second game. I was just going over the answers with the ones that he didn't get. So you're in great time.
If you can imagine, I didn't get some of them.
You got well, because the 1 minute timer kills you. But you had 5 on the first list and 6 on the second list. That's not bad. I
did okay. I always run out of time. That's the problem too.
Yeah.
I would have got a couple more on each probably, but that's okay. I can't wait to see Brian kill me, throw me out, and get it going. I'm gonna use the facilities.
Okay. Sounds good, buddy. All right. Let's get rid of Will. And
Will's looking sexy with those new frames, man. I haven't seen him wear glasses in forever. I like that.
Knocking on your door, sir.
Oh.
Because I want to get all those sweet Run 7 views.
Where did that go? Stream together. Did
it not go through?
Try it one more time, would you?
Can do. Let's go away. Oh, I almost unfollowed you by accident. Where's the button gone? Stream together. There we go. Nope. That didn't work. I think it might be showing you as you are streaming together.
It's kind of weird.
I can't knock on your door now.
I could try sending it your way. Restart stream together.
Yeah, it clearly it
cancel
did work.
Their request to join. Okay.
Whoops.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
What do you have? I have session not available showing currently.
I just accepted your session, so
cool.
All right, I'll send you an invite here.
Sounds good.
There, sent it over. And it shows you participating, and I have shared chat is enabled.
Okay.
So we should be good.
I'll accept it. As long as it's working on your end. I'll see if I see somebody showing up in my chat as
it just dropped you out. You're no longer in it. I know, what the hell? I'll send you one more invite. See if that goes. It says action already taken. The host or another mod just performed that action.
Okay. Stream this video on your channel. I don't want to stream the video. I do want to. Here, I'm going to knock. Nope. It just keeps. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm going to give it a minute. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hit refresh. See if it brings up something. No, it keeps telling me that I can join the session, which, I mean. Oh.
Hold on. I'm accepting yours. Are we in? It just has me by myself. Like I jumped into the one that you sent me.
Yeah. It's
And
saying
it's just,
you're in a current session. You're already in a collaboration. I'm like, leave to go to the new one, and it won't let me do it.
okay, I'm gonna end collaboration
Yeah. Okay.
and close it out. Do you
I'm
want to
closed.
send it
I'm
to me?
closed out of it entirely. I'm not touching anything. If you want to send me one, I'll just accept it.
All right, let's try this one from scratch one more time.
Pro streamers here, guys. There. Run wants to do stuff. Let's do stuff with Run.
Yeah. All right.
That's looking.
And then start
legit.
sharing chat. You're in here, shows everything's green.
Woot.
Your stream should be able to hear the call now and whatever. It doesn't matter. We're muted because we're not using any of the volume. We're just sharing the chat. All right. That's
we're good.
better.
Cool.
Should be
All
okay.
right. Brian and Brian's chat. We just did this with Will, but we'll do it again with you guys. I'm just going to scooch over so I'm a little bit more centered on my screen. I have two separate games. We didn't get to play a game last week, and I missed that. So we've got one for Way of Water. So it's going to be all water-based movies. I've got another one for Christmas Chronicles. So it's going to be all Santa-based movies.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
And we're doing the water-based first.
We'll do water first, and then I'll because the Way of Water hasn't come out yet on YouTube.
Okay.
So I can have that ready to go for when it does, and we should be good to go. Should Mongoli have his orange movie hat on? No, blue is movies, orange is video games.
You're color coded these days? I didn't catch that. Wow.
Nah, I'm just doing something fucky just to see what happens. But Bubba Hotep caught it, but caught it backwards. Whatever. Okay. This week on our rating, we're talking about Avatar: The Way of Water. So I've got Brian here, and we're going to go through 10 different movie or water-based movies, see how many of them you can get. You do have a pass available to you. Let's jump right into it. You only have 1 minute. Brian, what movie is this from?
Waterworld.
Correct for 1 point. How about this one?
The Abyss.
That's 2.
That also looks like The Abyss, but it's not. What is that?
It is definitely not The Abyss.
Titanic?
That's correct.
Oh, The Perfect Storm.
Correct for 4. Well done.
Oh my gosh. Pass. Let's come back to it.
Sounds good. You got 30 seconds.
Jaws.
For 5.
Ooh. Little Finding Nemo.
Nice for 6. Well done. That one stumped Will a little bit.
Wilson. Castaway.
7.
The River Wild.
8.
Sphere.
9. Can you go perfect? You got 7 seconds. Can you get a perfect score?
Gosh.
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, that was amazing.
I've seen this. Whatever this is, I know I've seen it. I just can't remember what this is.
This is The Shape of Water. Guillermo del Toro.
Okay. Yep. All right. Yep.
That was incredible. Well done. We actually got through all of them. I'm actually pretty stoked about that. I'm not going to lie. All right. So your 9 beats the crap out of Will's 5. Let's see how you do on.
Some of those were hard. Some of those were just like, here's the empty seat.
You took it. Well, that's the thing. Like the one with the butt, the Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
I couldn't get one that didn't have a giant orange fish in it. So I was like, damn it. Like this one sucks, but like, yeah, it is what it is, right? But you got it. So well done. This week on our rating, we're taking a look at the Christmas Chronicles. So I've got 10 different movie Santa Clauses that Brian here is going to have to try and guess. He's got 1 minute on the clock, and he's got the chance to pass. Brian, let's jump right into it. Which movie is this Santa Claus from?
The Santa Claus.
That is correct for 1 point. What about this one?
34th Street. Miracle on 34th Street.
There it is.
Okay. Red 1.
There you go. I don't know why it's doing this.
Christmas Story. You'll shoot your
eye
out.
Good job. Good job. What the fuck?
Ooh, gonna have to take a pass on this one.
Okay. Shoot.
Klaus.
Nicely done.
Silent Night?
Nope, but I understand why you got that.
Go pass. Who? Oh, okay. I don't know this one. Pass. Fat Man.
Nice. Okay, wasn't sure about that one.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
That is correct, and that is time. Well done.
All right.
What the fuck is this ad participant? This was not here when Brian was here. When Will was here. Remove. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why that just showed up. It's gonna make the editing so much more annoying.
What? Because I was off to the right there.
Just having the extra thing. I'm gonna have to change it like for every.
Oh, that's fine. Hey,
screen.
What the hell is this one?
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. Okay, I don't think I've seen Jingle All the Way.
It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger one. He's trying to find a doll for his kid.
Okay, yeah.
And he goes into the department store, and there's just like
on that.
It's an Arnold movie. It's really stupid,
right.
But it's it's an Arnold movie, so it's really fun. Let's see. You got Miracle on 34th Street. This was Red 1, which I think you did get.
Yep.
Christmas Story you got.
The only one I didn't get was there's a big red like spaceship, and I didn't see that. Oh, this one. What was this?
This is Elf.
That's
but I agree.
Elf?
It looks like David Harbour, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I said Silent Night, I was like certain that was Silent Night for sure.
I was shocked it's not.
You know?
I was shocked that it's not. Well, Elf is pretty like 20 years old at this point. I was gonna put Ed Asner in, and then there was a list of like all 8 times Ed Asner's played Santa. I'm like, ooh, that's just dirty. If he's done it so many times, like, good luck with that. This is Arthur Christmas.
Arthur Chris. I never even heard of that.
It's animated. Obviously, it's an animated.
You're gonna give me whiplash from yanking me back and forth on the screen, Dan.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get rid of all the things. You did get Fat Man, and you got Nightmare. So yeah, you did. So you missed 2, 3.
I missed 3.
You missed 3. So 7 to Will's 6. Very well done. Very nice, gentlemen. Very nice. Thank you for participating. I will get those edited and on YouTube as quickly as I can.
I'm just happy I got 2 that Run didn't. I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's just for fun. Doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yes,
hey,
clearly. That's the tone I was getting.
You know what? I'll do my Christmas hat next time. I think on the next, when we do Christmas Chronicles 2, should we all do Christmas hats?
I was debating wearing like a Santa hat for the episode, so I'm fine with that.
I can bring a Santa hat. You might have to remind me.
Yeah, I don't want to do it for both videos. I got a red hat on. That's good enough.
That's great.
There you go.
And how's my mic sound today, Dan?
I hear you just fine. Will and I had some audio issues before you got here, but
I had audio issues, but yeah.
No
am I still good now, or am I coming in too loud?
Now you're really loud.
A little hot.
Okay, that's weird. The microphone turned itself down again. I don't know why it's doing that.
I could tell you if you were using the Wavelink system, but you said you're not, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is going through OBS, so I don't know. I mean, I do have like a microphone setting that goes through Wavelink, but I have that one muted, so I don't worry about it, and I just use the OBS one because then I can do audio ducking from the music on my stream and stuff.
Wait, so you do have Wavelink on, you just don't use it for your microphone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you to try something real quick.
Okay.
If you can open Wavelink.
Okay, it's open.
Go to your microphone, whichever setting that is.
Okay.
And if you click on it, like the blue square with the microphone, at
general
the bottom,
device input, yeah.
Do you see audio enhancements?
Audio enhancements, yeah.
If you click on that, there should be one for wave gain lock. Click on that.
Yeah. Click on it. Okay.
Make sure that it's got a check mark.
It's checked. It is now.
So even if your microphone is muted in that, it might still be affecting how your microphone works.
Oh,
because your microphone's still going through it, even though you're muting it and using a different source.
Okay.
Because that makes perfect sense. Because like you come in and you're like, "Hey guys, this is what I think about stuff," and then it kind of picks up your voice and realizes like you should be like this distance.
I always when I start my stream, I started with like max volume and I'm shouting into the microphone, trying to bring that energy.
Yeah.
And so it probably is like, whoa, that's too much run 7. Let's dial him back.
And then once you kind of get used to you talking, because like if you're quiet for 5 minutes, it's like, okay, we need to pick up something, we need to pick up something, we need to pick up something, and then you start talking, and it's just a lot.
If I sound good now, I'm not going to mess with it, but just know that I don't like my microphone set at the bottom of the scale on the dial here. So,
I mean,
next time,
Will, what do you think? I think he sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah, he sounds fine.
Yeah, if I'm good, it's good. We're not going to mess with it.
Cool. You guys ready to jump into this one?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Cool. Yep. I watched this last night. I've seen it like multiple times before, but I watched it last night. I'm just like, oh, that's cutting a little closer than I'd like, but here we are. And yeah, okay.
Oh, that's me. That's my cue. I'm ready.
Rolling.
The Christmas Chronicles 2018. Christmas comes once a year, but if you can film the fat man in the act, you could be rich for a lifetime. At least that's what the plan is with Kate and Teddy, and they put it into action one wild Christmas Eve. Because nothing brings families closer together during the holidays than selling out St. Nick for a sack of nickels.
I like
Nice.
that. That was a good one.
Cool. All right. This episode is brought to you by Radique Audio. Radique Audio. Enjoy the music. This episode is brought to you by Radique. Didn't mean to do it twice. I thought I'd have to click it to make it go away, and instead it was just there. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Our Rating, the show where I get together with two of my buddies and we take a movie franchise, break it down by a movie, give it a score, throw it up on the board, and see where it lands compared to the other movie franchises. This week, we are talking about Christmas Chronicles, the one with Kurt Russell, and I'm joined, as always, by Brian and Will. Will, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, Christmas is closer by the minute, and children are excited, and I am but a man-child.
Excellent. I feel you on that one, to be perfectly honest. Brian, how are you doing?
I'm good, Dan. To be honest, there were some negative vibes this afternoon, so I'm really happy to be here with good friends talking about hopefully good movies.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. You were playing Ark this afternoon, were you not?
Yeah, and that's where the fun ended. After Ark, my day got bad. Broken phones, screens, damaged stuff, crying kids, everything went wrong this afternoon.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. This one's a Netflix exclusive, so it is on Netflix, so we've all had access to it for years. Is this your first time coming to this one, Will, or have you seen this one before?
First time, Daniel.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. What about you, Brian?
No, I've seen it a couple of times. My oldest son likes this movie, and so I just watched this so it's fresh in my head to talk about.
Fair enough. I am the same way. I've seen this one a couple of times over the years. There is a sequel, which we'll be talking about next week. Obviously, it's a franchise show. But this is one that my kids also really enjoy, and especially my youngest was very excited. I kind of threw it out to her just randomly, like on Sunday, be like, hey, do you want to like watch this movie with me that I have to watch for my show? And she got like shockingly excited. I think more about the dad time than the movie itself. But like all through the week, she was talking about like our daddy-daughter date on Wednesday, and I'm just like, oh, that's awesome. I was just expecting it to just watch the movie, but like I'm so glad you're so excited for this one. So it was very fun. I did watch it last night, so it's still pretty fresh in my head, but been a busy week, so I don't have as many notes as I was normally like to have.
Will, did you watch this with your kid?
Yes, I believe this is the first movie on our show that I've actually been able to watch with my son. He's 5, so not a lot of movies are applicable that we've watched. So it was exciting getting to experience it with him for the first time for both of us. So I enjoyed that quite a bit.
That's awesome. We should definitely do more, I don't know, Toy Story or something like that, so you can have some family bonding with your kid.
Maybe, I hope that was towards Toy Story, not the bonding with your kid, but we'll see.
Hey, I'll leave it up to you. You know, you decide.
Whatever works. Oh, great timing. Okay, so if this is your first time coming to this one, I'm just going to throw it out there. The movie is what it is, but Kurt Russell in this movie is absolutely fantastic as Santa. I actually really like the look of him specifically. I think he looks excellent. Probably because he's probably actually has that beard and hair at this point. Like he probably doesn't have to dye it gray or wear a wig. That probably just is who he is. Having his wife play Mrs. Claus at the end for that brief little cameo is super fun. For the most part, I found him extremely watchable in this movie. What do you guys think of Kurt Russell as Santa Claus? Did he do it for you?
I think Kurt Russell kind of carried the film for me. The child actors were mid. That's just, you could say it's just me, but I don't think that they did a fantastic job in this. They could have been worse. But Kurt Russell was a pleasure to watch in this role. I don't think he was given the best lines, but he delivered them well, and he looked great as Santa. I love I want to say dirty, but it wasn't like this pure white trim and pure white beard and everything. He looked more real, and I like that.
Yeah, he looked kind of like a Santa that had lived a life, right? Like I don't know how else to word that, but I agree. I liked it. What about you, Will?
I agree. I think Kurt Russell carries this. This is a Kurt Russell showcase. The rest might not be so good.
That's fair. I think for me personally, Kate did a better job than her brother or her mom.
Teddy, yeah.
Like, as much as we rag on child actors, I think the mother was worse. To be perfectly honest, like every line she had, I was like, ooh, okay. Whereas like Kate had some very bad cheesy lines, but other ones that she did pretty well with. Like I feel like she was a better. This sounds so weird for a Christmas movie. She was a better sad character than she was an excited character. Like when she's talking about her dad, she did a pretty good job. People haven't seen this movie. Her dad passes away at the very beginning of it. When she's talking about her dad, she does a pretty good job, and I'm pretty okay with her. But then when she's riding the reindeer, she's like, "This is the best." It's like, oh, second take, please, maybe a third. I don't know.
It's because she wasn't really flying. She was clearly behind a green screen, and it kind of showed.
She wasn't flying?
Yeah. So she couldn't quite get that emotional high.
Well, somebody here doesn't believe in Santa Claus.
Whoa.
Let's not go quite that far. Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I think Kurt Russell really did carry this movie. He's the one that makes this really fun, really enjoyable. Now, my kid obviously loved most of it. She was giggling along at like the elves and stuff like that. But for them, like Kurt Russell, I really enjoyed. I'm gonna say, except for maybe the jail sing-along scene. That was pretty over the top for me, and I was pretty okay if that had been left on the floor. But I also understand that is kind of what they needed to prove to the jail guards, like, no, this is magic, this is over the top. There's no way I could have brought in all these instruments and put this together if I was just some street magician or whatever. Like, clearly something bigger is going on here. Outside of that, though, that whole scene was kind of cringy for me.
Speaking of the jail guards, David was really good as that jail guard, talking with Santa. He's in the interrogation room with Santa Claus, and they're kind of going back and forth, and he's bringing out the Christmas items and saying, "This is what you wanted when you were 7 and you were 8," and all this stuff, trying to fool him and everything. At the very end, after he sang the Christmas ensemble, he's like, "Okay, I'll let you out," and then Santa just whiffs off into smoke anyways and didn't even need to be let out. It was kind of weird and everything. But I did like the security guard, both of them really, but the one in particular, the David character, he was good. I liked this sing-along. I don't think because they were obviously ad-libbing it, and then they dubbed the music over the top of it, and it was very noticeable. So I wish they would have put more polish on it in that way, because Kurt Russell sang it, but he sang it in a sound studio, and then they dubbed it back over, and it just didn't look very good. It didn't sound very good. But I don't think that was Kurt Russell's fault. I liked the song and sequence, and I talked to a lot of other people that said that they liked that sequence as well.
All right, fair enough. Maybe I'm the odd man out on that one. What about you, Will?
I mean, I take it or leave it. I have more issue with the whole story premise itself. Like, he's going out of his way to steal this tape from these kids because he doesn't want to get this out. But throughout the movie, he's proving himself to be real Santa with magic all over with everybody.
Right.
So it's like, what's the point?
I don't think that was the point of the movie, is that he's just trying to steal the videotape back. I think he just takes the tape back at the end.
It's a big plot point, though, right? And it doesn't seem to be of any matter, really. There's no importance to it. And at the end of the movie, it would have been easier for the little girl to be like, I didn't turn my brother in with the tape. I'm not going to turn Santa in with the tape. That's the easy solution, to be like, oh, they are good kids. They're going to keep this Santa secret to themselves. The whole him being like, I got a video for us to watch, Mrs. Claus, was kind of creepy and took away from the message a little bit, right? So
absolutely creepy.
Really?
I
didn't get creepy from that whatsoever, but okay.
He had a creepy look, I thought, anyway. But yeah, I think you're right, Will. I think she should have handed him the tape and been like, no, it's cool. But it didn't make any sense because he was showcasing his Christmas magic all over the place, literally turning into smoke and going up through the ventilation shaft. And the whole thing was this idea that he needed to get his hat back, right? And he was waiting for that to happen. But the truth was he didn't need his hat. That was all a lie. And it basically made the entire premise of the movie pointless. Like there was actually no danger of anything going wrong. He was just playing a joke to get those two kids in the Christmas spirit, which seems like, hey, let's risk the entire world's Christmas experience to try and, goose these kids into some holiday spirit. I was just like, seriously? It was all just a ruse? I didn't like it. It really kind of made me feel robbed.
I mean, that's an interesting take. I think more of the point was to, set this kid on the right path, trying to show him, all the different things that could go wrong or the different paths that he could take and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like showing him the guy at the bar that's like, oh, look, this guy steals cars and look where he ended up. Do you really want to be like this guy?
Yeah, it's a little Scrooge-esque. And
he's using the hat as a
weaving of this.
Yeah, he's using the hat as like a plot device to get these kids to come along and to help him out. But I don't know that Christmas was ever really in danger so much as he was just, you tell kids what you got to tell kids to get them to play along.
I agree. I found it that Santa's just bored because he's been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years. And this is how he gets his kicks. He gets these kids who are like, on the edge of not believing. And their family dynamic is kind of on the rocks. So he's going to solve their problems. He's going to solve David's problem at the prison, getting him back up together with Lisa. He's going to do all of these things just to get his kicks during Christmas and make Christmas fun for himself. He's selfish is really what it comes down to.
Sometimes I honestly don't know how joking you are if you're actually being serious.
I mean, I'm serious about what I said up until the joke line of he's selfish.
Okay.
But it just seems like he's making Christmas enjoyable for himself because it's just a boring routine for him every year. And this gives it some oomph. It's like, oh man, we actually have to make it on time now because I put myself in this situation because he was in control the whole time.
He's also, depending how far down this rabbit hole we want to go, he's also changing lives, right? Like David's life obviously gets better for listening to him.
Exactly.
The kids' lives get better. Probably the people in jail's lives get better. I don't know that the guy who stole the red car, his life is going to get any better. Probably not.
Probably not.
But like in a lot of ways, he's kind of trying to spread the Christmas cheer around, which is kind of the whole point of Santa, right? Like,
and keep the Christmas cheer up, right? Because his watch, which I think was also baloney, that it's all dropping. How is it dropping continuously as he's showing more and more people that Santa's real? It doesn't make sense.
I know, down to 19% and then back up to 95%. I'm like, you guys
because of a song.
Chicago. How does that work? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's got to be just the Christmas spirit in his general vicinity.
Because
like most of the world
I don't know.
hasn't woken up yet. Why are they losing Christmas spirit during they're sleeping? Like it's
exactly.
4 a.m. and kids are like waiting for Christmas morning. Like F this.
A lot of plot holes is what I really felt like. And whatever they were trying to do with this movie, they didn't hit those notes well enough for me. It wasn't like a big plot reveal. For me, it felt more like I was being robbed at the end when he revealed that he was in control the whole time. And so, and as we talk about how we perceive this, there wasn't like a definitive answer for any of this. It's kind of like what we kind of think. And I wish that they would have nailed it so that it would have been, oh, here's the big reveal. And it's like, oh, wow, that changes the whole story or something for me. And it didn't really do that for me. I felt like the director just didn't land that. Like a lot of things that just didn't quite land. There were a lot of jokes in this that I was like, oh, I see what they were going for, but it's not making me laugh. It's not, funny. So.
Well, admittedly, the jokes aren't made for you specifically. Like we are definitely not the right demographic for this. But I will say there was a lot of things in this movie that timed this movie to a very specific moment that is not 2025, right? Yeah. Like when the elves, exactly. Will.
Yeah.
When the elves start doing the floss, I'm just like, oh, that was a 20-minute period in the history of time, but sure, go for it. And there was something else. One of the elves or somebody said something like a line that was definitely popular at one point, but not anymore. I'm just like, oh, sure. I don't disagree with you though. Like I kind of say like it's not made for us, but at the same time we're the ones reviewing it, so it is what it is.
But there's like, plenty of movies that aren't made for the parents, but still have things in them to make the parents happy.
Sure.
There's lots of kids movies where there's 2 levels of humor. There's the one the kids get, and then there's ones that go right over the kid's head and smack us in the face, and we're laughing. For me, this one didn't even try to do that. It was just for the kids, and it had kind of a childish approach at humor and everything. And I was like, okay. But even my son, now that he's seen it a couple of times, he was kind of bored watching this one with me. And he's got other more liked Christmas movies that he wants to watch.
Like Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kid is big on Home Alone, unfortunately. In fact, he literally said to me, I would rather be watching Home Alone 4 than this. And I was like, you don't know how bad a burn that is, son. He likes Home Alone 4, not us, obviously.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's one of our lower scores, unfortunately. I would agree this is not like my favorite Christmas movie by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm sure it's not even my teenager's great, like, top of the list by any stretch. My youngest is still young enough that she did really enjoy it. And again, I said, like, it might have also been just the daddy daughter time that she really looked forward to. But at no point was she bored or like, can we do something else or anything like that? Like, she was invested in this movie the entire time. So that was quite nice. What about, if you're willing to speak on it, what about your son? Did you guys, like, was he invested in the film or?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a big Christmas fanatic, much like his mother. So he had a lot of questions off the start because Santa does look a little different. And he's like, why isn't he the big jolly Santa and all this? But he was so in. And then obviously his favorite part were the elves, which were just there for the kids because the elves were horrible. They were the worst part of this movie by far. And that's fine. It wasn't for me. Obviously, I saw the demographic it was for. It's for 5-year-olds and it worked. But yeah, he had a ball throughout. He really enjoyed it throughout. He'll ask to watch the next one with me too. So that'll be fun.
My daughter wants to do a double feature right away. Just like, can we do the next one? I'm like, no, it's 9:30. Go to bed. Like, this is not happening right now.
Why did the elves have to speak another language? What was the point of that?
Why
and then they subtitle it anyway.
Elvish.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. If the elves are made for 5-year-olds, why are they using subtitles?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really matter what they're saying. They're all physical humor, stupidity. It doesn't really matter.
I guess, but it just feels like a weird disconnect from the director's part.
Sure. I mean, I'll give you that. The writing in this isn't great to begin with.
Sure.
But my kid didn't know exactly at all what they were saying. I didn't tell my kid what the elves were saying. It did not matter. The elves were beating up bad guys. They were flossing. They were doing hilarious antics. That's all he needed. They had a chainsaw. Mm-hmm. That was it. He was it. Yeah,
that one was going to straight up murder that kid. Like, all the other people got like through and through windows and stuff like that. And that one elf was just like, all right, let's go full James Bond villain on this and just slice you up the middle. I was like, oh, like, obviously he's not going to, but it's just like, that's a weird thing to even put in a kid's brain.
Exactly.
Yeah, there were some choices made in this movie, and I didn't agree with a lot of them. I didn't like the look of the elves. I really didn't like the look of the elves. I thought they were kind of creepy and hairy. I just kept thinking, man, they're going to get dog hair on my carpet. Like, it just seemed weird. So I didn't like them. And I did like the look of the reindeer. I thought those looked really nice. When the kids were riding them most of the time, I didn't notice the CG, like they looked pretty clean and they polished it pretty well. It was usually the times like when the little girl was falling off of them and everything, and the part of the reindeer that she was on, I was like, that's a saddle in front of a green screen, and they added the neck and horns and head. I wish, I don't know, so hits and misses there, but the reindeer looked pretty good when the kids weren't riding them. I like that.
Yeah. I think I'll touch on the elves again. Like, just atrocious. Like, just the look of them, the sound of them, the humor I'm gonna go with of them. All of that was clearly designed for not our age demographic. And I mean, it seemed to have worked for Will's kid. It worked for my kid. So, like, great. But like, from my perspective, I forgot they were in the movie. To be perfectly honest, I've seen this one a couple of times, and until you actually saw one on screen, I completely forgot they were in this film. And my heart kind of went like, oh, right. Like, it's like sunk a little bit as soon as I saw like the back of one of their head or one of them ran past or whatnot. I was like, oh no. Yeah. Definitely the low point of the movie for me. There was some acting that was pretty rough in certain parts, but usually it didn't last for too long and you can kind of get past it. Kurt Russell, I thought, did a fine job, did carry it for a certain part. But Kurt Russell interacting with other people, like trying to convince them he was Santa Claus, probably one of my favorite things in this movie, whether it's the waitress, the cops, pretty much every time that he did it, he tried to like, oh, you tried to get this for Christmas and all that. That did work for me. That I really did enjoy. And I could have actually gone for just a Kurt Russell on his own movie. Like, just have him be Santa Claus going through town.
Mhm.
I mean, you need the kids for the plot development, but I don't know. That was probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
What about
him going through the restaurant, knowing everybody's name and talking to him, trying to trade a baseball card for a Porsche? You know, the wife rips the card up, and every guy who's ever collected baseball cards, their jaw drops. You know, so I did enjoy that. Like I said before, Kurt Russell carried this. He had great interactions with other people, and he did a really good job as that Santa Claus. I do still think that he maybe wasn't given enough leeway, or he was limited on some of the lines that he had to use, or some of the storytelling that he was doing, that I would have gone a little bit different, opened it up a little bit more, maybe tried some things that would work better for a wider range of audiences. But for what he was allowed to do in this movie, he nailed it.
All right, just out of curiosity, I did just look up what a Mickey Mantle rookie card sells for.
So like close to $3 million.
$12.6 million.
That much now?
Yeah.
So like,
She
F you,
coulda had
wife.
Yeah. His
Until
wife
Lamborghini
could have
costs,
had
what,
like
60,
matching his
70K?
and her Porsches without even breaking, a sweat.
Yeah. Oh, that hurts. That
Super
hurts so
funny.
much more. I thought it was just the nostalgia that he wanted the card, but like, ooh. Although it's Santa, can he just pull out another one? Like,
Yeah, he can, but he's not. Will he? It's kind of, he refused the gift. Move on to the
he
next
didn't.
thing, right?
He wanted it pretty bad. The wife
I
effed
know,
that
I
up
know.
for
He's
him.
going to devalue that card if he keeps bringing out more.
Oh, that's true. Brings
Yeah.
them what gives them to enough people. It's all worth $12. Oh, I was a little surprised no more people in that restaurant scene believed him. Like, he walked up to them, speaking their language, calling them by first name, and they're all just like, "You're weird." And it's like, I get it, but also like, how only the one person was surprised that he knew their name. Like, everybody else just kind of accepted it, which is.
It was very. That's very Santa.
Yeah, I know.
Claus Christmas movies, though, so
Sure.
it's fine for the plot.
I wasn't like saying it was a hole or anything like that. It was just
No,
one
I
of those,
know.
like,
Yeah.
Well, he's in the prison and he's whipping out instruments left and right in his jail cell, handing them off. Suddenly there's lights and smoke and,
Costumes.
costume changes. There's microphones. The whole stage is set up. They're going crazy in there. And then everybody's shocked when he turns into smoke and goes up the ventilation shaft. And I'm like, the other stuff wasn't magical enough for you? Like, that didn't break our whole realm for you and make you think you're in the Matrix or something?
Well,
So,
and I think when he pulls out the guitar, he's not even wearing his coat. Like, he literally just reaches behind his back and pulls it out of thin air. There's people behind him. Like, what did they just see happen?
yeah.
Like,
Highlander style, man.
Not to mention, some of those people don't know how to use those instruments, and they were playing them fantastically.
Yeah.
So,
what am I supposed to do with
this?
this? Just give it a try. Oh, okay. I'm perfect at this. Amazing. Apparently, that actually is like a real life band.
Yeah.
I am blanking on their name now. I had looked it up at one point. Will, do you have it by any chance?
I don't.
Okay,
I,
cool.
I did recognize that as well, but
I thought I recognized the first guitarist that he talks to with the long hair as a different actor. So that's why I looked it up originally. I was like, oh, it's not that guy, but it is an actual like blues band. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they are a blues band.
And you said Kurt Russell actually did sing that song?
I believe Kurt Russell has played Elvis or has been in Elvis story movies like 5 or 6 times in his career. So I'm guessing he requested it in the movie, would be my guess.
Gotcha. I'll do this movie, but you have to let me sing my own lines.
That's right. If there's a song, I'm doing some Elvis. Like, that's my go-to.
Was Kurt Russell in 3,000 Miles to Graceland with?
Yes.
Yeah, with Field of Dreams. Oh,
Kurt Russell? No, sorry. Oh, wow.
right? Blanking
Yep.
on his name right now.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin
That's the
Costner.
one.
Thank you. Yeah, Kevin Costner and Kurt Russell in Graceland, and so he's got some love of Elvis, and you could definitely tell in that sequence that he was enjoying himself. So, but like I said, it didn't seem that polished, as like you could see that it was
Unlike the rest of this movie.
to something dubbed over. Well, the whole movie was missing some polish. I kind of felt was the unfortunate thing. What was the budget on this film? Did either of you guys get that?
I didn't, but I can have it in a
didn't look
second.
it up.
Oh.
So you've mentioned the director that you didn't love some of the choices he made. His name's Clay Catus, and I didn't know him from anything else, but it looks like he's also directed, his first movie was Angry Birds movie. and then some TV stuff, and then A Christmas Story Christmas, which is A Christmas Story's most recent edition with the growing up Ralphie.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's got a couple of Christmas movies under his belt, but hasn't done a whole lot of projects aside from that. So
Yeah.
maybe you can see why.
You know, and A Christmas Story Christmas, I thought was better than I expected it to be. Not as good as the original, but a decent follow-up film. And then the Angry Birds were watchable, and
Okay.
I wouldn't complain. So I did check out some of those too, and I was like, okay, well, this guy's got some decent chops. Maybe this will be okay. And when I rewatched this movie, I was like, put it back in the oven.
Yeah, I always lean hard against the writing when it comes to that, you know, with some of the plot holes and some of the lines that people are saying. I'm like, okay, some of this is just writing issues as far as I'm concerned.
And did you check out the writers too? Because I looked them up.
No,
I forget
I
what they did, but they got a few things under their belt, but nothing crazy good. So
right, yeah. Another issue I had.
Because this is a Netflix movie, they don't disclose their budget as much as other studios do, and obviously there's no box office because it never went to the theaters.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't have it. It is suggested it's a multi-million-dollar budget film, likely in the tens of millions, which, like, compared to, like, this is comparable to like a Hallmark Christmas movie, which is usually be like $1 to $3 million. So the budget's higher, but again, how much of that is Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
Right. Like, he's the shining star of this film. So
substantial CGI in here as well, for sure.
Yeah. And like, as you mentioned, not all of it looks terrible. Just the
some good, some bad. Yeah.
Like the actual flying of the sleigh and like him turning to dust, that all looked fine. I had no issue with that.
Yeah.
I mean, as good as I expected from a film of this caliber.
Oh yeah, I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
How old is Teddy?
Somewhere between the age of 13 and 24. I'm not really sure how old he was supposed to be in this. I was guessing like a 15, 16-year-old, like just about to get his license kind of thing. But yeah, he could have been like an extra on Dawson's Creek or something. Like he looked a lot older than he should have been.
I think if you were, I didn't pay super close attention at the very beginning. Like, so the movie starts off with like them showing multiple Christmases, and they have like the timestamp in the bottom corner. I think he's supposed to be like 4-ish when she's born. So my guess is she's 11. He's probably like 15.
Right.
But I mean, the age gaps in those start jumping pretty wildly. Like, there's one where I'm doing the math. I'm like, she's 3, and she's like running around and doing all these things, and like the camera, I'm just like, okay, sure. Maybe I just forget what 3-year-olds look like. I don't know, but
yeah, I just found like, even aside from his look, just how he acted was so all over the place. Like, sometimes it was like, okay, he's stealing cars, he's like trying to be this badass, and then other times he's like believing in the Christmas spirit and like writing letters to Santa. He's just a mess. He's just a mess throughout this movie.
I loved that he wrote a letter to Santa Claus. Santa responded, and the mother was shocked that he wrote a letter to Santa Claus. Not that he got a letter back from Santa, not that he got a gift from a person that she didn't buy it for him. Like, where did this gift come from? And she's like, you wrote a letter to Santa? Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, do the adults just agree that Santa does exist? Like, I guess actually she comes from a long list of true believers.
That's true. So
okay, no, fair enough. I'll just shut up over
there.
here.
Let's not forget that he essentially got a crystal ball that features his dead father, and he didn't share that with anybody else.
It's for him.
It's for him. I kind of wish it didn't do that. Like, I would have been more okay if he put that on the tree and he saw his father in himself without literally seeing his father. Because like they mentioned a couple of times, like, oh, you know, your dad's really proud of you. I see it in your face. If he had like just enough of a glare off it that he kind of saw himself, like that would have been enough for me. The whole spirally lights and it actually turning into his dad, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been believable that's what he was seeing if the dad didn't actually speak, right?
Yeah.
So they could have got away with that, but because they did the extra little, the dad saying the lines, it was a little too much. But yes,
because he said,
the idea behind it. Yes, he did. So the idea is sound, that he sees himself, he sees his dad in himself, and likewise, which is great. That's a great message. But because they went the extra mile of the dad actually speaking to him, it kind of just threw it a little bit too far, and it was too much.
I would have
so if
preferred a double take where he thought he like you see the dad in the bulb and he does a double take, but then it's just himself and it looks very similar. But
Yeah.
like, you know, to get that idea, because I like what you're saying, Dan, and I agree. That was exactly what I was thinking. They pushed it too much, and I wanted it to be the insinuation of that,
Yeah.
not the realization of that. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, again, another choice I didn't like.
Because if I remember correctly, the son says, "I'm proud of you," and then there's like a 2 or 3 second beat, and then the dad says, "I'm proud of you." Like, even if he'd been looking at it and said, "I'm proud of you," so that he could see his dad say it as he was saying it, like that would
at the same
even made some
time,
sense.
Yeah.
But clearly the dad heard him and then said it back to him. I'm like, that's weird, but okay.
Yeah, I agree. Now, speaking of the dad, what's his name? I
Great
forget
question.
his name.
I don't know, but they did some work on his hair to make him look like that kid, and it looked weird. I kept thinking he's wearing a toupee or something. It was just like too much hair dye or something. I don't know. It looked weird.
Keeping it in the family, the dad, the actor playing the dad, is the son of Goldie Hawn.
Oh, really? Oliver Hudson?
Oliver Hudson, that's correct. And so it's kind of fun that, you know, Goldie and Kurt and Oliver all got together to do this movie.
Everybody gets paid.
Everybody gets paid, yeah. I guess they just didn't have the daughter, Kate Hudson, in it, so maybe that's in the sequel. I don't know.
Isn't the actor who plays John Walker? I can't think of it. I'm blanking on his name at the moment. That's Kurt Russell's son too, though, isn't it?
Yes. So these are Goldie Hawn. That was Goldie Hawn's son. But at like age 5 or something, Kurt Russell married Goldie, and he considers Kurt Russell his dad.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just an interesting little tidbit.
No, that's fair.
I don't have a whole lot to
No,
say
I was just
about
thinking, like, I'm pretty,
movie.
pretty
I mean,
good.
we kind of hit dead air here, but it is what it is.
I mean, I knew this kind of
much,
going in.
You know?
It's a fluffy Christmas movie. There's only so much you can say.
I will say this. You know, I've seen the second one because my son was a fan of this franchise. And I know that they're going to bring back some of the characters and a lot more of some of the characters. And I remember enjoying that about the sequel. I really like the ending when Goldie Hawn makes an appearance. It just, for whatever reason, it just brightened the film, and she's in it for like 10 seconds. And so I'm glad that in the next one we're going to get more of that. I had problems with the cast in this film just not doing enough other than Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was the staple of it, and everything else was just kind of meh. It wasn't bad. It just didn't fire on all cylinders for me. And I was kind of happy that the film was over. And I don't think that I'm going to go back to this one. I've seen it enough times. And even my son watching it with me was kind of like, yeah, I've seen this enough times too.
You might as well rate it.
I was going to say, like, you're already full screen.
Yeah. All right. I'll throw it out there. This one came in at a 62 for me. It was just pretty meh. As far as Christmas movies go, there's a lot better ones out there. This isn't terrible. It's definitely for your kids. And I think if you're a fan of Kurt Russell, check it out. If you want to see a Christmas movie, but it's not necessary. It really isn't.
All right. That was a little out of order, but at the same time, I agree with Will. Like, you're already giving your review. Just wrap it up and we'll call it a day. Okay. I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to do 2 things really quickly before we move on. 1 second. So the little stinger at the beginning of the episode, I was able to say the Radique audio thing. I put that on Restream itself, but the actual ad for Radique audio is too large. So I'm just going to play it for a minute, and then we can move on to the Patreon, and then I'll do my score, and Will can do his.
Sounds good.
If I share this screen with audio, share. Okay, how do I... Can you get even bigger? Nope, that's as big as you're going to get. Okay. The fuck? Hit play. The RA Twin 2 is the new flagship Bluetooth adapter brought to you by the fine people at Radique Audio. This tiny but mighty device delivers best-in-class range and clarity to your music and gives you 3 versatile modes with which to use it. First off, if you have a vintage stereo setup or an older vehicle that doesn't have Bluetooth, this little guy works as a Bluetooth receiver and allows you to stream music or podcasts, like this one, wirelessly from your phone to your system. You can enjoy all that the internet has to offer on your drive to work or on your expensive stereo equipment with no mess, no headaches, and no wires all over your room. Secondly, it works as an MP3 player. Want to go for a jog and not have your bulky phone with you? Want to do something active like kayaking or downhill skiing and not worry about losing your expensive device? At just $39 and weighing half of an ounce, the RA Twin 2 succeeds at being significantly smaller and more replaceable if the worst should happen. I've seen more and more videos of teenagers who don't want to pay monthly for Spotify and are rediscovering the joy of MP3 players. With the use of a micro SD card, you can fit 64 gigabytes of data on this, which is about 15,000 songs. So this would make a fantastic stocking stuffer for you or for somebody you know who's on a budget. And lastly, and I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite feature, the RA Twin 2 works as a wireless Bluetooth transmitter. I've mentioned before on R Rating that I like my movies loud, but unfortunately I live in a house that doesn't really condone having a soundproof room. And so there's many times where I can't have this volume as loud as I want because there's other people around, maybe like doing their homework or trying to sleep or doing other things where it wouldn't be very conducive. And the opposite is true as well. There have been times where I've been trying to get into a movie and it's hard because there's so much noise around me. But now with the RA Twin 2 and a decent set of Bluetooth headphones, I can enjoy my media the way I want to enjoy it and when I want to enjoy it. Loud war movies in the middle of the night are no longer going to be a problem. So if you're interested in the Radique Audio RA Twin 2, head over to radique.com and check it out. And as a bonus for my listeners, if you enter coupon code MONGOOLY at checkout, you'll get a $10 Canadian off of the purchase of every Twin 2 unit that you buy. The more you get, the more you save, and the more you support our rating. The RA Twin 2 comes with a USB charge cable, as well as a dual RCA to 3.5mm cable. But if you want to upgrade to the Twin 2 bundle, you'll also get the multi-port USB fast charger, as well as a Gold Series 3.5 to dual RCA cable upgrade, and the Gold Series 1/4 to 1/8 TRS cable. When bundled, you save on all 3 additional components, and when you use coupon code MONGOOLY at checkout, you will get an additional saving as well. Thank you very much to Radique Audio for sponsoring this episode, and thank you for not skipping the ad. You didn't skip the ad, right? Oh, God. I can hear you in the background.
Okay, so two things, Dan.
How do I stop screaming? There we go.
I would highly recommend that you just edit that video in because there was some background noise. There was other stuff happening. I think when you first started it, we were talking even.
I do plan on doing that, but I also want to get the ad out for the people watching it on Twitch who don't tend to watch on YouTube, right? So
I see. Yeah. Okay. And then also in the sequence when you're in front of the TV without your headphones on and your daughter's making noise, I wanted to see you throw a pillow at her and say, "Shut up." I was waiting for it, something kind of comical over the top. So, yeah, that was a cool little clip. Thank you for putting that one together for us.
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah.
And for
my only
note, sponsor.
My only note is your daughter is cute as a button.
Yes, she is.
when she's in bed and she's like, ah,
she couldn't help but laughing. I got her to do it like 3 times, and she just like laughing the entire time. I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
Yeah.
No, you're angry. You're angry.
So cute. So cute.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
Patreon?
Yeah. If you like what we do and you want to help support us, I totally blanked on the line, but do it anyway.
Please consider helping. Signing on to the Patreon. Do whatever you want.
If you like what we do and you want to help support us, consider joining the Patreon. There's a link down below. Shout out to our producers, as well as our executive producers, Real Bubba Hotep and Dino, and our head writer, Elder JM990. Thank you all very much.
Thank you all very much.
All right, let's
get
away from all the stuff that makes me cringe.
Those watch parties in the R Rating Discord. So be sure to be a part of that. I'm trying to do one every week. My chat's screwing with me right now. I'm trying to do one every week, whether or not it's the Patreon pick or something we're watching. If it's something I'm watching, and especially if I had to pay money for it, I usually come out to the studio, I throw it up in that so that people can check it out for free and get a little value out of it.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
was
cool,
debating doing this one, like Christmas Chronicles on it. And then my daughter wanted to watch it. I'm like, well, I'm not.
Same thing with me. Yeah, I was gonna watch it out here, and then my son wanted to watch it, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll just watch it in the house.
Sorry, because I'm going to cut this whole part out anyways. Enola, thank you for the subscription. You get to choose a different color bauble, and I'll throw it on the Christmas tree. I'll write it out after the episode, but let me know what color you want, and I'll throw it up there. All right. It was really uncomfortable watching the ad that I made in front of a live audience. I'm not going to lie. That was just like, as soon as it started, I'm like, oh, I don't like any part of this. Can I go to the bathroom or something? I just want to leave. And then doing the Patreon, I was like, no. All right. I agree with a lot of things Brian said on this one. I think that this is a perfectly serviceable Hallmark movie that's elevated a little bit by having Kurt Russell in it. It would have been okay if they'd cast a regular, like a no-name Santa, but having him in it, having his charm, having his charisma, really did elevate this film for me quite a bit. Unfortunately, the elves brought it down again. This is not made for me. This is made for my kids, and my kids really enjoyed it. So I have to give it a score based off of what I would think, but it does elevate a little bit knowing that it works for the intended audience, and I don't hate watching it with them. I don't know that I'm going to watch it all that much more, but I've seen it a couple of times at this point. I did enjoy it. I'm giving this one a 68. It's an okay Christmas movie. It's not a great one, but it's fine. Red should work. Yeah, we can do red. All right. You're not. You're muted.
What's a mute button? Who knows? I'm trying not to interrupt other people, and instead I sabotage myself. All right. What is there to say about the Christmas Chronicles? Kurt Russell has a nice, fresh take on playing a Santa Claus character. That was fun. End of story. Yeah, the rest is pretty much just kind of regurgitated story points and characters from other Christmas classics. Not quite a fresh spin enough to make it its own or warrant its own, classic, put it into the movie rotation as far as I'm concerned. But that's okay. It is what it is. My kid liked it, so that's great. I'll have to watch it until the end of time. 63 out of 100 for me. Kurt Russell makes it watchable for the adults. The rest is just for the little ones.
That's a pretty close spread.
Yeah, 62, 63, and 68.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you're going to have gangs in a Christmas family movie, just don't. Because the gangs are so stupid. They're not badasses. They're not threatening. They're just
why did they take him with them?
Because it's so stupid.
Why is it that in almost every movie where they go to a chop shop, there is literally someone chopping up a car? Do people not understand? That's not really how it works. But there's always somebody with a grinder or a cutoff wheel, and they're chopping some every freaking time. And this one was the same way. Everybody's over there sitting around counting money and doing weird bad guy stuff while some guy's using a grinding tool. No one's gonna sit around while somebody's running a grinder like that. Not to mention it's Christmas Eve. Why are they working?
Because they have no Christmas spirit. They're a gang. They're out stealing bags from kids in the park.
Yeah,
different point, but same thought. The mom goes to work on Christmas Eve at the hospital because some of those people have nobody to look after them. She leaves her kids whose father has passed away. The brother is an awful, does she not the irony in that comment that she's just like, well, some of these people have nobody to look after them. Okay, now you stay here by yourself while I go away on Christmas Eve. I'm just
right.
The fuck? You are still a parent, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't put gangs into children's movies. It just doesn't work. Although
unless Jack Black is leading them.
Yeah, I mean the thieves in Home Alone weren't super scary either, but more scary than these guys were in this movie, I'd say.
Christmas in the slums of Rio de Janeiro. Not quite. We're not going to get City of God. vibes from anything that they're gonna put forth in a Christmas movie. So just
City
don't.
of Christmas.
Just don't.
Yeah.
City of Christmas.
And I also don't think that the pop already the pop culture references in this movie aren't holding up.
Oh no,
yeah.
as I mentioned, they dated it real quick.
Yeah, they did. Although, why were they running around with this bad camcorder? Like, why didn't they just use their cell phones that would have much
right? Was that like 8mm tape she had in that? I was like, seriously?
My 11-year-olds didn't have cell phones. I mean, the son should have for sure, especially if the mom's not home. Yeah. But like, it was a device, right? Like obviously it's a device, but like it was a story device more so.
Yes, she was already using it because of the memory of using it every year.
Yeah.
And so
somebody get that girl an SD card. I mean, my goodness, how's Santa gonna play that?
It is also weird, that they didn't update throughout the years of like, okay, let's get a better camcorder here.
Sure,
but whatever, it is what it is. Minor details.
Can we? Oh, they brought this feature back. That's weird. I don't like that one as much though. Wait, there it is. Except
there was.
Well, Restream messes with this every couple of weeks. Like I don't know what they do, but like I went in this today and it was just not how it should have been. It's like, oh, okay, cool. All right, let's replace this.
I'm like scanning this. I'm like, I don't see it on the list. Where's it?
No. I need to bring it up first, and then we can do it.
Okay.
And with that, Christmas Chronicles comes in at a 64, putting it above Beverly Hills Cop, but under Avatar, which, considering the budget difference between this one and that one is kind of hilarious to me, but so be it. We all were pretty close knit on this one, so I can't imagine any of us are complaining about where this ended up on the list. I haven't seen the second one in a while. I don't really remember what's going to happen in it. Will, I assume you've never seen the second one because you hadn't seen this one. Do you think your score is going to likely go up, or will it go down as almost all of these tend to do?
I'm hoping by Christmas Miracle, it ends above Avatar, and then Gremlins ends above it. How's that going to work?
How?
I don't
know. We need a third Gremlins movie. It needs to be real good.
Come on, Santa. Yeah, it's a shame our Christmas movies aren't making a good showing on our list. They're mid to low. And maybe next Christmas we'll get something better. I don't see the sequel to this moving Christmas Chronicles very far at all.
No,
maybe it'll overtake Avatar. Maybe it'll fall below Beverly Hills, but it's going to be right in this zone, I think.
If it's even on par with this one, and Avatar is exactly what you two think that it will be, I could see those two switching.
It's possible.
We'll see. I'll do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen, but only if Avatar's good. It's unfortunate because we got 3 Christmas franchises on here, right? Gremlins, Christmas Chronicles, and Neverending Story.
Home Alone.
Home Alone-ish.
Oh, sorry. I meant Home Alone, not Neverending Story. I meant Home Alone.
Yeah.
Honestly, Home Alone was at the top of our list until you tanked it, Brian. By forcing us to watch the other 4 movies
and I'm sorry, but my son made me sit through all 5 movies, so you guys have to too.
That sounds like a Brian problem. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, they're all our problems now. Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good little outro. I'm just gonna sign off and then we can chat for a minute. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
I actually kind of thought it was weird when I scored this out and came up with my total. I was like, wow, that's lower than I thought it was going to be. But as we discussed it and everything, that number rang true. 62 for me. I think that's solid for this film. And you guys are obviously in pretty much agreement with me.
I was the opposite. I thought it was a little high when I ranked mine, but I was like, it's a Christmas movie. It's a very specific genre. And it's for a very specific time and place and people. And it kind of hits some of the marks.
I had it a little bit higher. Like I had it in the low 70s. And then I was kind of going through, because I was giving it a lot of a pass for being a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking of all the really solid Christmas movies. And I'm like, no, it doesn't get that much of a pass just for Kurt Russell being Kurt Russell.
I mean, outside of franchises, there's some like rom-com Christmas movies that are really good. Yeah. They're not like this. They're not for the kids, but they're Christmas movies and they're really good to watch. Strong acting and emotions and good dialogue and a decent story. So this one doesn't have a lot of that. We've got Kurt Russell just kind of holding it up with his beard.
Mm-hmm. With
So-
his beard and his
Yeah.
sick coat.
Yeah. When he puts that hat on, dude, he looks so good with that hat. Like he puts it on, it looks like it's molded to fit him
Hell yeah.
just like that. It was amazing. Like he puts that on, I was like, wow, you look good.
Good work.
Just awoke
Good work,
something in Brian.
Good work, costume department. You nailed
Yeah.
it.
All right, that's our rating of Christmas Chronicles, but what's yours? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. We record this live over at twitch.tv/The Mongoolie Show every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so come on over and hang out with us over there. Or if you made it this far in the video, you probably enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons so that we see you in the next one. Just real quick, what exactly are the things that y'all rank the movies on? So we all do it differently, so it's a little bit hard to answer that. For me personally, I generally go by acting, plot, fun or entertainment value, cinematography or like how it looks, and then the sound design. But honestly, my entertainment value can skew that pretty hard. If I just really enjoyed a movie or had a lot of fun with it, I might jack it up a little bit or put it down a little bit lower if the opposite is true. But there's also definitely something to be said about, I rate the movies based off what I was expecting to get from it. So like I will rate Mad Max Fury Road as an action movie, and I will base it off of what I'm expecting from an action movie, as opposed to if I do like Citizen Kane, I'm obviously going to rate that on a different sliding scale. What about you guys? You want to talk about the way your process works at all, or?
I use acting. I break down writing into dialogue and plot because I think those are two important parts. Like, what are people supposed to be saying, and what is this story supposed to be about? So I break the writing down into those two, and then direction, effects, sound, and then did I enjoy it? And unlike Dan, I tend to just kind of rate the movie, and I don't really compare apples to oranges or keep it in its own genre so much. I know Will keeps it into a genre. I kind of feel like, how much did I enjoy this film? Would I have enjoyed watching another film more or less, regardless of whether it's a Christmas film, an action film, science fiction, romance, whatever. So I kind of throw it all into one barrel, and it's actually been working. I understand that there's going to be a difference in films, so I do keep that in mind, sort of, when I go into those individual points. But for me, it is ultimately, it's a movie against other movies.
Yeah, I'm similar. I do have genre as one of the categories, though. I just feel like it's the only fair way to not tank movies just because they're a different genre. You know, a Christmas movie overall is probably not going to rate as high as Pulp Fiction or Goodfellas or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So the genre does matter to me a little bit. It also just reminds me to be in that right frame of mind when scoring the movie. And then I'm always big on acting and writing and direction. And then my final category is more, does it hold up? And that kind of encompasses a lot of things. Genre and does it hold up encompasses a lot of things, like cinematography falls into direction a little bit, but also into genre. And if it holds up, CGI, those kind of effects all kind of play into those things. Practical effects goes into genre quite often. I'm a huge advocate for practical effects. So those things make a big difference. Even sometimes little things will bug me, like lighting of a movie and things like that. Some movies are lit very specifically to induce mood and things like that, and that can make a huge difference. So when movies don't have that, it definitely has an effect. Do I rate that as much in a Christmas movie genre? No.
Yeah,
that's why Christmas movies can still kind of play in the big leagues as far as rating goes. But yeah, those are kind of the 5 main things I look at. But of course, little bisections throughout those, but those are the overheads.
It's interesting that you mentioned that. I've had conversations with my wife before. My wife went to school for theater tech and did that for a little while before we met. I can't remember what the movie was, but I can remember having a night trash can. I can remember finishing a movie and being like, that was awful. And she's like, I really liked the lighting in that. That was really well done. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, was not even on my radar. It's like, what? Like, the lighting? Like, I've always kind of picked apart, like, the plot, my enjoyment, the acting, stuff like that. But, like, the really technical background stuff, it never made a difference to me. I mean, right. I can't picture one where I liked it so much or disliked it so much it made a difference, I should say.
Right. And I gripe on it constantly, like with you guys. You guys are like, oh man, the acting in this was so bad. I was like, was it the acting though? I think it's a writing issue. The actors are competent, but they can only give you so much with the words they're given to say. And I bring that up a lot because I come from an acting background. So I'm always going to pass the blame on to somebody else.
There are times where I kind of see your point in that, and there's other times where I'm like, no, they delivered that line poorly. Like
oh no, there's like, sometimes 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that's
I think no amount of acting can save some lines, but there's also just some line deliveries that are just bad.
I think this is a good example though, like Christmas Chronicles. It's not well written, but Kurt Russell brings this up almost a letter grade by himself.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like he is the movie. Even with his
I think he's
dialogue,
the only reason this movie is memorable. Like the only reason this movie has any traction whatsoever.
It's kind of the Schwarzenegger effect. It's that charm and charisma that it's a terrible line, but he's able to deliver it in a way that makes you happy. Yeah. So, you know, it just kind of works.
I liked him better when he was just being Santa than when he was trying to deliver a funny one-liner. Because there's definitely sometimes where he's like, you better not cry, you better not pout. And I'm just like, shut up.
Pretty forced. Yeah, pretty forced.
Yeah. There was others too, but that one, like the couple of them were just like, ugh. But then like when he's talking to the waitress, I was like, oh, I'm all in on this. Like, can we do this more? Yeah. Or the cops. The cops were a lot of fun.
Yep, the cops were good.
Anyways, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Brian, I'm so sorry you had an awful day. Are you still up for some ARC rating? Or are you?
Absolutely. I got all night. I got nothing to do tomorrow. So hold on a second. Hey, you're supposed to go to bed.
He's talking to you, Will. Get out of here.
No.
I'm sorry.
You gotta go to bed. Wrap it up. I don't care what mom said. Go to bed.
I don't care what mom said.
It's 9:30, man. He's got to go to bed.
Thank you, Enola. I appreciate you.
He's like, it's 9:21. I don't care. Your bedtime's 9 o'clock. Go.
That's super funny. But yes, on that note, I'm going to head out. I will be lurking while you guys watch Arc Raiders because that game is super fun. I hope you guys have a great success topside.
Yeah. And you know what? Thanks for playing with me earlier today, Will. That was probably the highlight of my day. Not that the rest of the day set the bar that high, but I had a lot of fun playing with you and Foss. So always good time. So that was nice.
No, you're welcome. Anytime I have the chance, I'm happy to join in. So, but on that note, good luck with Dan. Dead weight over here.
Yeah, you know, I'm over here.
That's what they call him.
Thumbs and on my joysticks here. So
dead weight Dan over there.
Yeah, we'll probably just play it safe and try not to engage in other players. That's all.
Hey, you know what? That's a lot of fun too. That's a lot of fun too. Yeah. I'm just kidding, of course, Dan. Love you, buddy.
All right. Have a good night, Will.
Cheers.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to switch my Twitch thing over to Arc Raiders with Dan.
I'm just going to raid out to you and then take 10 seconds. I have to switch from Restream to the other things. So where are you? There you are.
Oh, you're not just going to stay live?
Well, I have to go from Restream to...
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So, I mean, like, they'll have to... I guess they can just, like, hit refresh. Yeah, okay, screw it. I'll do that. All right. You guys have a wonderful night. If you're not going to stick around, if you are...